Oh, sweet. Did you hard copy or digital?
Alrighty.
Enough of the chit chat. Details.
So, hello and welcome to Mr. X's Dungeons and Dragons for Idiots. If you're here, then you have complied to the fact that you yourself are an idiot too.
Sweet.
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, sorry, I said that wrong. Last time on Dungeons & Dragons, the party, being in the plane of elemental water, aboard the Sleepless Bastard, were headed towards a massive hurricane. What happened next? Anybody?
So we're trying to get through the storm, and was there any boats that were coming after us or something? And then I thought we made it to the island, but I thought a town was there, because I wasn't paying attention to this work stuff.
Yes, you guys were trying to make it through the storm. You succeeded through the storm. Made it to a resupply island.
Mm-hmm. And then we were going over the second island, weren't we? Weren't we there when we ended?
Yes, somewhat. But we're recapping more than that.
Yeah, I'm trying to check it.
Just so you guys know, I want to prevent any point where you guys are like, why the fuck are we doing this? I want you guys to always understand what your objective is. That is the main point for me doing these recaps, is so you guys are not like, wait, why are we getting our asses kicked? Because you're here for something. As long as you remember what that something is, you should be good to go. But, yeah, you guys... Your name is D&D Games and you don't know what D&D is? Get the fuck out of here. With my... Mr. X's Dungeons and Dragons for, tabletop... TTRPGs for idiots.
Oh, so you changed it to a different one?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. If you're coming into this stream, you're consenting to the fact that you are an idiot.
Mr. X D&D.
Yes, Mr. X's TTRPGs for idiots.
Oh, there it is. No, that's changed. D&D for idiots.
Guess what I did last night?
I made that fire. Yes. I'm gonna say what a lot through the course of this game. So yeah. What?
Is Mr. X all one together, or did you do a space?
What? That works. Yes, all the time, every day, every moment of my life, I lick it off my ball sack. Mm-hmm. Made from that sweet old green butter. Sounds like an infection, but trust me, it's not. So, yes.
Wait, is Shadow here?
I think so. Oh, he's not?
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you guys made it to your destination. Do you remember what happened when you made it to your destination? How things progressed?
There was a bunch of enemies attacking us, 4 big guys with axes.
Hammers? No, they weren't attacking you. They were attacking someone else that you happened upon.
Yeah, the guy ran by and we interrupted him or something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he could have potentially attacked you guys. That's what Kolvok was worried about, but the dude seemed to run on by and to just try to get away from the fish people. So yeah, you guys were in the middle of that fight when we left off. So what the hell would HC stand for?
Pepper and cock?
No, because cock is HK.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's some kind of status effect, and I can't remember what it's supposed to stand for. Someone potentially did something to one of the bad guys, and I marked HC, but I can't remember what that's supposed to stand for.
Shadow, do you remember doing anything with it?
I don't think so. I think he mostly was just doing like scorching rays and shit like that. Yeah, I don't think he did any like key point stunnage bullshit, so whatever. So damn it. Did that guy get taken out? Did that So Kolvok, you are next to the spellcaster and
oh, maybe that's what it was. What spell did you cast?
you got a natural 20, so
Oh, okay.
Wisdom saving throw. Alright, so yeah, you are next to 2 enemies. I think Combat. I don't know why the fuck I keep mixing those 2 up. Combat is next to 1 guy, and then there was like another guy off to the side who hasn't had a chance to like move into position quite yet. So we're back at the top with Boar. You and Shadow are near the back of the melee, but the thick canopies of this jungle make it hard to get a straight line of sight on your target, so they have cover because of the trees and such. When shooting at a range, Boar, what would you like to do? Attack one of the 2 that are near Kolvok, hit the one that Combat is on, or the one straggler off to the side?
One to Kolvok?
Do you want to hit the guy who's got a blade or a staff?
We'll say a blade. Staff, not going to really hurt as much. You want to get
unless that staff is creating weapons. Giant balls of fire.
Oh, the magic staff. Can you ask that?
Okay. As I mentioned, though, which you would be aware of, Boar, you have seen the creature with the staff attempt twice now to cast a spell. But yes, the dude with the sword has a great sword, which is a D12 of damage, versus a staff, which is one-handed, a D6, two-handed, a D8. So yes, the guy with the blade, in terms of melee, is going to do more damage, but you've seen the person with the staff cast spells, so again, they could create a giant fireball and do way more damage than a couple cuts.
Okay, good point. Let's go for the staff.
Alrighty then.
Sorry, I know, like I said, I'm a deaf mother trucker. What? You said it was Mr. T's what?
Mr. X's TTRPGs for idiots. TTRPG is tabletop role-playing game. Not that that really matters. So, Boar, go ahead, roll your 2 arrow attacks to see if you hit this spellcaster in front of Kolvok. She does have quarter cover, though, because of the trees and shit, and a giant Goliath friend.
Is it easier to hit the bigger guy?
Oh yeah, I found you.
It'd be quarter... like I said, because of the thick foliage of this jungle, ranged is always... Like, if you're attacking at range, a person's gonna have cover.
Is there anything you can climb?
It's...
Would that HC be half cover?
Yes, thank you. That's exactly what it was. Yes, he could climb something, but it's still not going to change obstructions.
I'm just trying to, throw out
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm also providing the information that it's like, this is a dense jungle, so the trees go very high, but they're very condensed together, like root systems of different trees, like entangling over each other. I should be doing difficult terrain, but I'm just gonna ignore that and just do the cover shit.
Is there anything you can do to get more energy to just focus everything?
I mean, climb up directly above them. That would be the best. Because then there's no trees. If you are on the tree that they're right next to, and like you're in the branches, then yeah, they're not gonna have cover. But otherwise, when you're down on the ground, there's just lots of different like big trees, small trees that make it hard to get an exact. Even if you do like a full 360. Even unintentionally on their part, they always have some little bit of thing covering you from getting a perfect clear sight on them. Unless you are right next to them with a sword. I think he's still 90 feet back. Him and Shadow have not moved forward, so he's gonna basically spend his entire turn just like getting up the tree.
Word, yep.
And then they can just attack me once I'm up there.
Yes, but you're still at a distance from them, so that if they try to ranged attack you, you're still going to have cover. So the cover thing is like 2 ways. If they try to attack you guys at range, they're also not going to have a clear shot, just as you don't have a clear shot to them. Melee is just simpler because you're right next to them. You know what foliage is around you and how you can attack to not like get caught on a branch or a trunk of a tree and shit like that.
One good one is like, who's to say they even see you, what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you could go to the back side of the tree, he turns to fight Kolvok, turns back, and he's like, did that guy go that way, or which way did he go?
And that's actually another thing there's figuring out, like, from
Okay. And it is nighttime, right? Or is it light?
It's daytime.
Oh, so it's daytime. So I'm not even that strong in the day, correct?
I'm gonna say because of the canopy, you don't have to worry about the light sensitivity bullshit.
Oh, okay. I thought we did, yeah.
Maybe it was a. Yeah, that's right.
Alright, well, see now you guys are the professionals. I'm gonna try to do that and duck or go towards the tree to get up. To try to get up there without them seeing me.
All right, make an athletics or acrobatics check. Your choice.
Well, we kept trying to get me up high with Fred's spells, so isn't that an advantage? Is that why we put me up before?
Yeah. What are you talking about? My imaginary girlfriend is right here next to me playing with me. You fucking jackass. Jeez.
Well, that's kill, man. You upset him. Who are you talking to?
One of the guys in the comments. He asked me what my imaginary girlfriend thinks of all this, and she's right here next to me, so obviously she's very supportive.
Oh. Wonder what his girlfriend's like if he's on here just to troll somebody playing a game.
Right? I don't remember mentioning any bridges, but there sure are a lot of trolls out.
Anyways, okay, let's... What do I have to do to climb the tree? The acrobatics check?
Acrobatics or athletics, whichever you're better in, is probably the one you would want to choose.
Athletics I have 6, so let's go with that. So what's an athletics check?
Roll d20, add 6.
D20, add 6. Okay, that's it.
Bye.
I get 10.
Alright. So, because you're climbing and you don't have a climbing speed, you'll climb at half your speed. So your typical speed is 30, so you'll get 15 feet up the tree. You can use your action to dash to get higher up the tree if you want.
Okay.
But you are just trying to get sort of an advantageous position, so I would just say go ahead and use your action, get higher up the tree, and then I'll have you make a stealth check for me as well to see if the fish people noticed you clambering up.
Sorry, I'm just writing this down, my bad. Okay, so now let's do that. That's the stealth check.
That'll be another d20 roll plus. Shit. What is it? Is there a stealth?
I don't have any stealth. But it says in brackets
Dexterity.
dex. Yeah. So plus, that'd be plus 5, or plus your dex modifier. And mine would be plus 5. Okay, let's do that. Ooh, I got 19 and then plus 5 for 24.
Alrighty, yeah. You work your way up that tree very silently, not breaking a branch, not making a leaf fall from it. You're pretty certain that if the fish people weren't watching very closely, they probably don't know you're up there anymore. They probably don't know you're up there. All right. So that was Boar's turn. So now we come to the Smashers. Let me open up my fucking books. God damn it. You don't want these guys to defeat the troll, Agent Orange, because you're the troll.
Oh shit.
Coral Smasher, multi-attack, 2 attacks. One of them's gonna attack you twice, combat. Gotta go for blue dice, gotta go for blue dice. You guys are fighting fish people and shit. Alright.
Fish people.
A black queen?
Oh, wait. You've taken damage, correct? Combat?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, they have advantage on their attacks because you guys, they're sharky people, so they go into blood rages when they smell the blood of their enemies. So that first attack's gonna hit. Damage is a D8.
Does that effect work while
Yeah, it just says advantage on melee against creatures. It doesn't have its hit.
Okay.
Trust me, I'd be using something much differently if you guys were in the water right now.
Well, I mean, obviously, I was wondering if that worked out of water, considering they were water.
All right. Yeah, man. They have fish people. The other half is people. So they work on land as well. So the second attack's gonna hit. First one was 5 damage because I didn't get that. Second one is gonna be 9 damage to you, combat.
Okay.
Kolvok, you're bleeding. All right, advantage on strikes. That one might miss. That one might miss. Let me look at my modifier. 17.
Probably already had advantage anyway. So yeah.
It's not anything they have to risk to gain that advantage. You guys just have to be hurt.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I was just
9 points on the first strike. Kolvok. And that one's probably gonna miss. Yep, 12 to hit.
New.
All right.
That's really his shadow.
Because I'm Albert Einstein from the past future of another dimension time. So that was the Smasher's turn. Now we are back to combat.
I mean, obviously we're doing combat. Jeez.
No, I mean the character combat.
Sorry, I'll attack the one that attacks me.
Of course, why not? It'd be ill-advised to go for any other one. There, just for you, Agent Orange.
Alright, so
10. That's a miss.
21.
21, that'll hit. That'll definitely hit. Natural 20, roll double the dice. $20 altogether. All right. So you step in with the first punch, he dodges out of the way, and then you, like, swing at the side of his head with that first missed punch, rattles his brains a bit, and then you come up right for a knee to the gut, and he just pukes out his intestines. Alright, that guy dead. There are 3 dudes on Kolvok.
Ooh, sounds like a good time. Is that, or wait, is that my turn?
Oh shit, no, that's right, I'm sorry, I forgot that was combat's all 3 of his attacks. But yes, Kolvok, it is your turn, ironically.
Okay.
So you got the spellcaster, you got the bladed dude, and then you got a hammer guy.
Oh, sweeter.
Probably the priest.
I could love the
Priestess.
hair.
She looks feminine. For a fish. How you can tell that, I don't know.
Yeah. I ain't racist or sexist or anything like that.
Yeah, your people are pretty gender neutral when it comes to stuff like that. Your lady's pee standing up. Attacks on the priest. Roll a d20. Add relevant modifiers. That's how it works.
Sure.
I don't know anymore. Check that book that you have in front of you. It might tell you what. $20, yeah, that'll do it. Is it? 12 damage on the first hit. Okay, still standing. Very good, sir. $16. All right, you stab the priest in the gut, lift it up off of its feet into the air, and just kind of swiftly rip to the side, and its organs begin to spill out as it collapses to the ground dead.
Oh, okay. Do I need to move to get close to me? Or the other two, or
No, they're right on you.
surrounded on all sides? Okay. Pastor.
You did 2 attacks? Yeah, you did 2 attacks. Okay, the hair is because I'm a troll, and I must be slain. Shadow, it is your turn. It's true. It's true.
Alright, what do I got?
Kolvok just eviscerated the mage type. Combat just killed the guy that was on him. Now there are only 2 targets remaining. Both are engaged with Kolvok the Barbarian Goliath.
Yeah.
Okay. How far away are they?
Like 50 feet, I think, from you.
They got partial cover, right?
Yes.
Alright. Question.
It's what this game is built on.
With my dragon, can I, launch a spell towards it and it redirects the spell?
No, I would say not.
Boo.
Never say no. Never say no.
Well,
I just don't understand how the dragon would be capable of doing that. It doesn't have any sort of anti-magic, shield, reflection, relevant abilities. I still don't see how that's relevant.
Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna give him a mirror and have him hold it in a certain position. How does that work?
I hope the mirror's not expensive, because you probably gonna break it. If the dragon's just holding it to be fired at, I don't see how the dragon broke it.
I'm gonna do it and time it perfectly so that it only goes like so it doesn't go incredibly fast until it gets to the mirror, and the dragon's gonna like use the mirror as like a bat at the same time and just like flick it at the thing.
Yes, I played Zelda 2, but your character is Malignant Shadowfire, not Ganondorf.
Do I have enough eyesight to actually attack this dude though?
Yes. He will have partial cover. Yes, I was going to mention that. If you have any touch spells, that's kind of whatever. Well, or it's not really meant to be an attack. It's something meant to be used on you or your allies, like fly and shit like that.
I want to cast Mending on the enemy so they stop being a dick and be a friend.
You want to mend their broken hearts?
Yes, there you go.
I think the scarring is too great for that spell to repair. No, there's a specific amount of damage that you're able to like heal with mending. Like once you go past like a certain amount of inches in the tear or whatever, then you can't do it. Yeah, I mean that was made by a team of video game developers, so of course it's better. I'm just an idiot sitting here in his living room, man. God, judgmental. So yes, Shadow, what would you like to do?
I'm going to do a level 3 Scorching Ray.
Very good.
And I'm going to cast 2 on one enemy and 2 on the other.
Alrighty, go ahead, roll your attack. You get in position for quarter cover, so they only have a +2 to their armor class. Oh. God damn it.
You only got twice fucking striking them. That is a 15.
15 on the bladed guy or the hammer guy?
Let's go with the bladed.
Brings up a shield and blocks it.
Fuck him.
I don't think you can. He's a fish man.
I will find a way. Yeah, Lord, 26 on the same guy.
That'll hit.
Wait, no, 22 on the other one?
22 on the second target. That'll hit.
Like, you can just install something like that. Can't I just fix something like that?
And 11 on the second one.
11 on the second one to hit. 11 will miss. So you hit both of them once.
2 on the first.
Oh, jeez.
And 5 on the second.
5 on the second. Alrighty then. It would be the priest's turn if they weren't trying to shove their organs back inside their body. So next, it is the blade guy, who I was mistaken. He doesn't have a great sword. He has a sword and a shield. But he's going to use that sword on you, Kolvak. Friggin' how many times can he use it? 3 times. 3 times. 3 times. Geese saw it 3 times. 3 times. Alright, first attack. That one's gonna hit. What's the damage on it? 2d8. Alrighty. Plus 10 points of damage on the first strike. Second hit, that's gonna hit. Seven points of damage on the second hit. Third one's gonna hit. And 17 points of damage on the final strike. After that, we are back to the top of initiative with Boar, the ranger.
Oh yeah. So I'm up the tree now, right? So I can attack?
Yes, you are up the tree. You are on some branches, so you can make an acrobatics or athletics check to jump across some of the branches to get closer towards your targets, hopefully eliminating the cover they have in this thick-ass motherfucking jungle.
Ooh, 19 plus 6, so 25.
25, alright, you're skipping across those branches, no problem. You make it 30 feet, so you're still about 20 feet. I'm gonna roll percentage dice. 50% chance they have cover, 50% chance they don't. High or low, they have cover.
Oh shit!
You can tell me to do it, but you'll regret it. Because I'll call after I make the roll. But you'll never know.
Nope.
But you will. You live with yourself.
Alright, they got no cover. Yeah, I love
No,
faking the
I-
dice. It's the only way to do it.
So now I can shoot.
So they got no cover, so you can make your 2 attacks, no problem, on the 2 targets engaged with Kolbach. Would you like to attack the one with sword and shield, or the one using the hammer?
The hammer.
Very good. Go ahead, roll your 2 attacks.
10 put to a 21 attack.
21 to hit. Yep, that'll do it.
And then I'm doing the damage, right?
If you want to.
Do I do the attack rolls first, then the damage? I thought we do one at a time.
It's either or. Like, if you're attacking a fresh target, it's okay for you to be like, I'm just going to roll all my attacks to see if I hit, and then roll damage. This guy has only been hit once, so he's pretty fresh, so you can just roll your attacks to hit. Usually when a person is near to 1 or 2 hits, I will tell you, like, hey, roll 1 at a time to see how this goes.
I got 26 for the second one.
26, yep, that'll hit. So go ahead, roll damage for both of those.
That's 6.
Hey, Agent Orange, I don't make fun of you coming into our fucking game and making fun of us.
I don't know how these guys even have the right to make fun of people when they're just trolling games for other people.
Hey, how about you tell me where you live and tell me when you're doing something you really like to do so I can just come over there and just fucking bash on you while you fucking do it.
Are you the dungeon master beta? Oh,
Yeah,
you are
dude,
so
I'm a total
fucking
beta.
hilarious.
I'm a total fucking beta. I'm sitting here with my imaginary supportive girlfriend playing Dungeons and Drag Queers. What the fuck more do you want from me, dude? You're answering your own questions.
Hey, he's going to
He must be
yeah,
an
I
idiot.
know.
He
That's
joined. He's here. Fellow
he
idiot.
signed the contract to be one of the fucking idiots. He's acting like an idiot. So whatever.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club. Good job, Agent Orange. You get it. You're a dumbass, just like the rest of us.
Okay, so you got mine 6 and 2.
What?
Obviously,
Sorry.
this is shitty attack. I got
Say
6
that one more
and
time.
2 with my tool.
6 and 2. 6 and 2, 8 total. Yeah, those barely even nicked him. He just kind of looks up, sees you up there, gives a growl, but then turns his attention back to the Goliath because he can't really do much about you up there. So after you attacked him, he's going to take his frustrations out on the thing that he can hit, which is Kolvok down on the ground. 2 attacks coming at you, Kolvok.
Does he realize I like to be hit?
I mean, they like it when people are hit, so yes, that's the point, dude. Again, you're on it, Agent Orange. You're on it, man.
He graduated.
My fucking
Yes,
bro
he said
right
Ace
here.
Ventura. That's what we already discussed last time. He was trying to get the hairdo.
You see, Goku, the guy right here on my shirt, he did the fusion ha technique with Mr. Ace Ventura, and they shit my ass out.
Just your ass?
Yes, just my ass. Then I had to go all pet Ace Ventura, Pet Detective 2, and fucking work my way out of that goddamn rhino.
Oh. So wait, you're Monholio?
TP for my bungholio.
Yeah.
Alright. So the Smashers. I was trying to find what damage they do. D8. Boom. Really? Lowest amount of damage I can do. 4 damage to you, Kolvok, on that first strike. And they're coming in for a second.
Come here.
Second one's definitely going to hit. Please roll higher. That's not bad. 6 points of damage on the second strike. Alright, so then it's combat's turn. There are still 2 enemies next to Kolbach. What would you like to do combat? Do you want to hit the guy with the hammer who is closer to you, or go around and hit the guy with the blade and shield?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, blade shield.
Very good. 15. He hears you coming up behind him, turns, blocks with his shield.
So, 18.
18. Blocks again with his shield.
He's good. He's real good.
Yep. Blocks one more time. Pong, pong, pong. Just not having it. Alright, so Kolvok, it is now your turn. You just saw your monk friend come up behind this fishman with sword and shield. Jesus Christ, can you stop following and unfollowing? Like, make up your goddamn mind. Yeah. This guy was just attacked by your monk friend. What would you like to do?
Would like to kill things.
Do you want to hit the guy with the sword and shield? Or do you want to... Oh, shit. That's right. Flanking.
Here?
I didn't consider that.
Oh, yeah. Can I get flanking?
Yes, you would have flanking in this circumstance.
My attack is not shield side. It's not too reckless? Well, I mean, I'm sorry. Huh.
Okay, cool. It's still going.
Oh, no.
How is that even possible? I don't understand. 17 to hit the sword and shield guy?
Yeah.
Boom, blocks it with the shield. Glides your sword off to the side. And that's why the dinosaurs died, Ian.
Yeah, are you here?
No, I'm Pablo. What?
24 to hit.
24 to hit? Yep, that'll do it. He brings up his shield to block, but you just bring his arm down and slash into his clavicle.
It's like, what? That's 11 damage.
11 damage? Oh, Revan. Alrighty. He's still standing. He's barely been hit.
One now.
In 8 hours, take another. I just took both of those. What's that? I just took both of those. I gotta go. So you did your 2 attacks. You only hit with 1, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So we are now to Shadow's turn.
Yes.
We still got the 2 stuff, right?
Yes. What the hell? Can I like fucking block this guy?
I can rock a fireball. And got spear.
Sword and shield guy?
Yeah. 13.
13? This guy is just super aware of everything coming at him. That shield is boom! Brings it up and blocks. He's also wearing plate armor, so I suppose he doesn't have to shield bat everyone away, but still, it's cool. So that was just a firebolt, correct, Shadow?
Yeah.
Okay, so that person's dead. So it is that guy. He's gonna make 2 attacks at combat and then 1 attack at Kolvok. First one on combat is gonna miss, even with advantage. Second attack. Why do I keep rolling natural 1s in advantage? That's not cool, dog. Second one is gonna hit. That'll be 5 points of damage to you, combat. Kolvok, 1 attack coming at you. That's definitely gonna hit. Oh wait, shit. Put an extra 2 points of damage on that 5 combat, and then Kolvok. 8 points damage from the 1 attack on you. After that, we're back to the top with Boar. There are still 2 targets engaged with both Combat the Monk and Kolvok the Goliath Barbarian. You're up in the trees. You still have a clear line of sight down on the 2 targets. What would you like to do?
The guy's still just with the hammer knows I'm up there, right?
Yes, but he can't really do much about you.
Does he, like, let the other guys know where I am, or am I still good?
Nah, he just took notice to you firing on him and then turned his attention back to the big guy. Your Goliath comrade.
And how much? No, let's try to hit him again. I want to piss him off.
Pretty good. Go ahead, roll your attack. You might take both of your strikes on this guy.
So, 9. Oh, that's a lost table. Cancel it. 9 and 7? Come on. Natural 1.
So you have elevation on these guys, so you do have advantage on attack. So you rolled 2d20s, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What was the higher of those two?
The 9.
The 9, and you have a plus 11 to hit?
Right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, your attack would hit on that one. So go ahead, roll damage.
5.
5, alright, still standing. Go ahead, roll 2d20s, take the higher.
And do I add the 11 still to that, or?
That's what you rolled on the dice, was a 16?
Yeah.
Yes, you would add
And then
11,
you
so
still
you
add
definitely
11.
hit with that. Go ahead, roll damage.
2.
2 plus,
Plus
2 plus
11,
your dexterity modifier.
Oh, 5. So 7.
Alright. Still standing. He's very injured, though. And, again, he can't do much about you, but he will take his frustrations out on the Goliath barbarian that's in front of him. Those two. First attack is gonna miss. Second attack is gonna miss. Oh, in single digits on advantage. So, combat, it is your turn. You are flanking behind the guy with sword and shield, so you have advantage on your melee attacks. What would you like to do? Oh, right, combat stepped away. Damn it. Kolvak, take your turn.
Is there only one guy left?
No, there are still 2.
Okay.
There's one that the ranger has been attacking, the hammerer who's been hammering at you, and then there's the bladed guy that you and combat have been tag teaming. Phrasing.
I guess I'll
The swordsman? He's not taking a lot of hits yet. Probably the hammer guy looks weaker at this point. Yeah, you cleave the guy's head off.
Freaking laser beam. Nobody got that reference?
Oh, I totally did.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't want to ruin the surprise of what was in the dungeon ahead, but...
Does somebody else have a big black square in the left corner of their screen?
Big black square?
Oh.
Top left corner?
So it'd be
Yeah,
your right, probably.
there's some jackass named Expert to Lose who keeps following me. And then he follows me again. And then he follows me again. And then he follows me again. And I don't know how to fucking make it stop. And it's really pissing me off.
What is wrong with people on YouTube? Seriously.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to block him.
YouTube is full of the freaks.
They're just making the best out of it. My mom can smell through the computer. So look at this window guy saying words. It's like, bro, what do you got to do with your time and troll people who are trying to enjoy the night, you douchebag? Yeah.
So how are you not a nerd by sitting around watching nerds be nerds? Like, you're contributing to our nerddom. Yeah, I just looked up this dude who's following me, and he's like, it's not even the same fucking players. Like, I look up his name, and the icon that he has for his profile is not the same.
You said block both?
What?
Like I said block both.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, I think I got it. I think I got the right guy. It's not happening anymore. All right. So, Kolvak, you just did a major attack, cut that one dude's head off. Now you have your second attack. What?
Did I give you my second damage?
I don't think so.
11?
11?
Yeah, it was like 20.
Yeah. All right, so you attack with your second strike. Combat, it was your turn, but we skipped over you because you stepped away real quick. But we will come back to your turn. Technically, on your turn, there were two targets standing, but Kolvak kills one of them on his turn. So all you have to worry about is the guy with the blade and shield.
We're both like almost dead.
You've hit him twice now with 11, and then I think Shadows hit him twice with, like, fire beams. He still has to hit the target for that to... if you wanted, you could use your action to try to, I don't know, I feel like shields have really elaborate strap-in systems, though, to prevent someone having their shield taken away.
I'm not trying to take it away, I'm trying to, like, split the fucking wood with some strong punch.
He's using a metal shield. Or... okay. If you wanted to, yes, you could attack the shield and do damage to it.
What about, that's actually kind of what I want to do in combat, but we already get advantage, right? So,
well, either whatever.
Well, yes, you guys are flanking him, so you do both have advantage. So you roll two d20s and take the higher. So you already do have that advantage over the enemy currently.
Okay. So.
But yeah, I would say his shield is strapped in. Yes, you could try to make your attacks against the shield and try to break it. But that's up to you.
What's metal probably just dented? Stupid like that.
Potentially.
I'll just roll.
Yep. Roll advantage. You got 2d20, take the higher for each attack.
Alright.
20. That is just a hit with his plate, armor, and shield.
So that is a hit?
Yes, that is a hit. 20 is the target number for this guy.
Alright, so 7 damage.
7 damage. Still standing.
Yeah. The other
And that was...
Sorry, hold on. Yeah, it's still...
So if that was 11 and 9, that attack will miss. So roll 2d20, take the higher for your third attack.
Yeah, still not.
Alrighty.
Sure.
So then we've already done Kolvok, so we are back to Shadow. It is your turn. Send a fireball down there.
My track record this freaking round has been like, tide turning.
I think that's how it's been for quite a few people. It's a pretty damp forest. Good luck with that, but still, you can always try. I'm not saying you can't, man. You get mad at me for not providing information, so then I try to provide information, and then you get mad at me for providing information. What do you want from me? No, I'm just saying.
What he said.
Yeah. No, none of the trolls are coming out from under the bridge, so I can't complain at them. I think we finally fucking stabbed them hard enough in the heart for them to be like, all right, you know what? No toll on the bridge anymore, motherfucker.
Hey man, trolls got favorites too.
Yes, I know. That's how I've been feeling every time they keep asking if I'm real or a wind-up doll. It's like, do you see a fucking spring in my back, motherfucker? Jesus Christ. You're still 50 feet. I mean, I don't think you've tried to move closer.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Well, then I guess I'm gonna do Ray of Sickness.
Am I making a saving throw?
You have to roll to hit. Wait. You have to roll to hit. And if I hit, you have to make a Constitution.
Wait, what? That seems weird.
Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 poison damage and must make a Constitution saving throw.
Ah, okay, I see. Extra.
Also poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Okay, I see. That's where I was confused. I was like, most of the times when you make the attack thingy, that's it. That's all that happens. Usually there's not like another saving throw, but that makes sense. Yeah, poison gives disadvantage on attack. Which means this guy will be rolling 14 to hit. Yeah, it's just too thick foliage. You send your beam. What? You send your beam out and it soars towards him. He's kind of like focusing on combat and Kolvok as he's engaged with them, kind of snapping back and forth between them as they have him flanked. And then your ray of sickness just boom, splashes right into his plate mail and just splatters all over the place with no effect.
Alright, since it's my turn, I'm moving upstairs. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Okie dokie. So that was Shadow. Now it is the Blade Man. This time he's going to switch up. He's going to do 2 attacks on Kolvok, 1 attack on combat. First, Kolvok. That is going to hit. 12 points of damage on the first one. That's a natural 20 on the second one.
I'll be fine. But thankfully got 10 temporary hit points on the last 3 kills.
Sweet.
Nice.
29 points of damage on the nat 20. And then this might be a hit, this might be a miss. What's that modifier? 16 to hit, Kolvok?
Oh, wait, me?
Yes.
Jason, you're a douche.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Yeah,
That was the third strike, wasn't it? Yeah, because the second one was the natural 20. So the third strike, 16 on you, combat.
Oh man, still hits it, right?
Still hits.
Does his, wait, his defense not 27 or?
I don't think so. That'd only be a thing at levels divisible by 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
16 points of damage to you, combat, as he swings around with his third strike.
You said 29 on the crit?
Yes, 29 on the crit. So that was the Blader's turn. We're back to the top with Boar.
Oh, yeah. Alright. So who do we got left?
There is the one Blade and Shieldsman.
And that's it.
Yes, that is all.
We already smoked the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, does he know I'm in the tree?
No, you haven't attacked this one yet, so... I mean, he's maybe seen some arrows that rain down on his friendly that he might have taken note of, but he doesn't seem to have anything that... on him that he can take care of you guys, or take care of you with. Like, he doesn't seem to have a bow that he can whip out and try to attack you with, and even if he did, it'd be very dangerous because he has 2 guys ready to put a beat down on, right next to him.
Sweet.
Punch him in the snot.
So I can do 2 attacks then?
Yes.
So we got 20 plus 11, so that's 31.
So natural 20, that'll be double, rolled twice the dice, so you'll roll 2d8, and then add your dexterity modifier for the damage on this one.
I just got a 20 again.
Well, very good. So yeah.
And then roll again?
No, so you got the natural 20, so that's an automatic hit. You critted, so you double the dice. Then you got another one, so you do the same thing. You just double the dice, and then add your dexterity modifier after you've rolled the 2 dice. So just do that twice. You could roll 2 d8, add your dex modifier, or you could roll 4 d8 and add your dex modifier twice, and just total it all together.
Dang. So the best bet is to do the 4 damage things, right?
Yeah, 4d8 and then add your dexterity modifier twice.
Uh-oh, I got a natural 1. Does that matter when we're doing
It doesn't
this?
matter on dice. Or damage. Damage, I mean. My bad.
Just drop it. Oh. There it is. Sorry, I'm on a chair trying to use like a laptop table thing and it just rolls right out. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna add all 4 plus my dex modifier.
Twice. Your dex modifier twice, and then the 4 dice together.
Okay, so 10. Okay. Let me add this. So 27.
27 Mitch Hedberg altogether. Alrighty, let me do some math. So. All right, still standing. Those guys are dead. Combat. 'Tis your turn. Yes. He is a warrior. He will see this combat to the end. He will die before he surrenders to you fucking pink skins. No, he's not running. Yes. 22 will hit. 22 will hit. Unless he's got cover and shit. Yep. Nope, he'll block that one. Just send 2 hooks into his face, and then you go for a straight right into the sternum, but you clang into that plate mail, and it doesn't bend, doesn't break, doesn't do nothing.
I got 10 damage.
10 damage all told together. Okay, still standing. Kolvak, it is your turn. Finish him. Maybe. You might be able to do it. If you're lucky on the damage.
Can't wait till that movie.
Where's Chun-Li, man? Where's Chun-Li? Oh, yeah. How do you want to do this? You go all Negan on him, bring the sword down right on his head, cleave through half of his head, one of his eyes kind of pokes out and kind of dangles there, and then you just kick him over.
Yeah, just for everyone, I swing at him and stop short, and then he dies from.
Pushing the guy out of helicopter when you're 5 feet above ground. Alrighty. The fish people are dead and slain. You guys turn to see the man in tattered clothing. He is just like sitting with his back to a tree. He was just kind of watching that melee go on. He's just kind of a little ways behind where Shadow was standing, and he's just kind of like trying to catch his breath, and he'll kind of give a nod to you guys as you like turn and approach him, and he'll say, thanks for that. I've been on the run from those fucking fish people for past few days. Oh man, I'm exhausted, that's for sure.
History check, recognize.
This mother trucker, sure, go ahead, make a history check. 11? All humans look the same to you.
Just another bloody face.
He's got kind of like neck length brown hair. Part of it is kind of like partially over his right eye. He kind of does the emo kid thing where he like flips it out of his head as he talks to you guys. But other than that, he's in like very simple like burlap clothes. And yeah, he
Ask him what his name is.
my name's Desmith. What about you, big guy? What's your name?
Tony.
Desmith.
Myth.
Yes, Desmith.
Got it.
What? No, I didn't sacrifice myself to save you from your sins. No.
Why is Kill sound weird now? Is my
I don't know.
headset dying?
I also noticed that. I didn't want to say anything.
Okay.
You just sound. Yeah, it's hard to describe. The quality of your changed. Yeah, you sound distant. Not really.
It literally sounds like you're talking through a blanket.
Alrighty. So yeah. Desmith is...
Where's that headset? Nobody noticed? I guess I just like move around the table.
so yeah, Desmith, he will have, if you ask his name, he asks for your guys' name. Will you tell him your guys' names? Or are you guys going to be those guys?
I'll tell him.
Okay.
I'm about to.
He, as you bow, he says, I'd get up and do the same, but, I'd really rather not stand right now. So, gentlemen, I thank you for saving me from those Sahuagin, but I have to ask, what brings you gentlemen to this God's forsaken island?
Go ahead.
I don't know if Vance really remembers why you guys are here.
Ouch!
I'm not sure.
I thought we were after some scroll. Is that not what we're after?
Not here.
Or we're looking for somebody, somebody, right? One is the the pool or the lake thing, right?
The well that is here
sorry.
on this
Yeah.
island is potentially what will get you the information on the three things you are looking for.
Okay, so I was kind of right. We're looking for the well. And that's what's on the island right now, but we're not looking for the scroll here. Okay,
No.
so the main mission here is the well.
Yes, the well. The well has a collection of information which you wish to tap from to find out about a guy named Leo who is married to your patron in this matter. B, the ingot of blood, which is a powerful artifact created by the progenitor god, or bullet point number X is the fire genie or Afriti known as Igni.
And we're going to get all that information from the well?
The person who hired you she mostly wants the information on Leo. The other two things can potentially lead her to the first thing. So mainly what you're looking for is information on Leo. If you can't get information on Leo, information on one of the other two is acceptable. Information on all three is also acceptable. She will pay discretionary, like she won't be a total bitch and be like, hey, thanks for the 3 pieces of information. Here's the money I'd give you for only one of the pieces of information. Like she will be like, so you got all that info. What?
This is the side quest that we got.
Yes, this is the money. This is the money side quest. This is the fund our expedition to go find shit.
What's her name again?
What?
What's the woman's name again?
Lady Fox.
Alright, sorry for that. I'm writing my stuff down. Okay, so I'm gonna ask Desmus if he has any knowledge of any well on the 3 islands that are in this vicinity.
Yeah, I know all too well about that damnable well. Me and my friends had come here to find that stupid well for that fucking Afriti. If you're here for the well, there's an old elven community along the left side of the Abdomen Island, the island we're on currently. Along the left side, there's an old elven community, sea elf community, that the Sahuagin have taken over. At the bottom level of their castle structure, or whatever you want to call it, is where the Aboleth's well is hidden. However, the lower 2 levels of the castle have been submerged in recent months. But the Sahuagin keep slaves, such as myself, more surface dweller types, so they do have an alchemist which creates potions which allow us to go down into the deep, as it were, to perform tasks for them.
Okay. So, Mr. Desmus, you're on the same mission, basically, that we're on, then.
Yeah. I mean, I was about 2 years ago, but now all I really care about is getting off this goddamn island.
Well, there is a camp set up just by where we ported on the first island to the left.
The head island.
Yes. If you'd like to go there to find safety, we will leave after we complete our mission. Did you come here by yourself?
No, I came here with four other comrades. We were hired by an Afridi by the name of Igni. She wanted us to find this well to find out about some artifact known as the what was it called? Ingot of water, ingot of blood.
Blood.
Yeah, that's it. The ingot of blood. We were sent to find that for her, or sent to find information about it. But after we were asking questions to the well about things that were interesting to us, after we asked 4 or maybe it was 5 questions, that damn Aboleth, the old one, popped out and attacked us. Mind blasted me and the wizard. We ended up slaves for the past 2 years. Jayla, she managed to bamf out with the help of the scroll. God only knows where she is now. She probably finished the mission, the fucking cunt.
Damn. Alright, well, if you want to head back over there to the camp, we're going to head over to the well. I'm assuming your comrades are dead?
I think when I managed to shake off the old one's mind control and got out of there, I think Elmo was still alive. He might still be in there. So if you find him, try to get him out. I'd really appreciate that.
Sorry, what's his name?
Elmo. He's a high elf. Yeah.
Elmo high elf. It's still missing. Yeah, do we check him out? Alright, sir. Well, can you at least point us in the right direction? We will head there and do our best to find your friend Elmo.
Yeah, he tells you, basically the direction he was running from. You head that way, you'll start making it towards the fish people's home tower thingy, and he will slowly make his way back to the beach where you guys left the land rafts, and he's probably going to take one of those to get himself back to the head island. Not that it matters, because 2 of the party members can walk across water, so. This would be a chance that would be viable to use it. Walking between islands that are only like a couple hours apart, not fucking days apart even for a ship. Which moves much faster than a person. So yeah. He heads back towards your guys' ships, and you guys head deep into the forest to try to find where this Sahuagin former sea elf tower thing is. Someone go ahead and roll me a d12 for a random encounter.
I got it, hold on. 4. 2.
Alright. As you guys are making your way downtown, making your way through the thick tropical jungle on this tropical island here in the elemental plane of water, as you guys had sort of encountered on the first island, you're not running much in terms of ground wildlife, Like, there's a few amphibious creatures that you run into, some snakes and stuff like that, but you don't run into, like, any big cats. You don't hear any big cats, although most of the times big cats want to stay hidden anyways. But you don't see any, like, typical signs of a lot of the normal land-based creatures that you guys are used to. You do hear the sounds of birds. It seems like birds are able to get around fine in this water plane. But for the most part, you guys don't really run into a lot of life here on the island. And you don't seem to run into another patrol that's out looking for a runaway human slave. So you guys continue along your way until you come to, like, you can see the edge of the forest, and you can tell that it seems like a portion has been purposely sort of cleared away. And as you guys are creeping up to the the forest edge, and you look out into the distance, and you can see this, well, not the distance, but out in front of you guys, you can see there is a ramshackle town, but most of the buildings here are like dilapidated, roofs caved in, there, like walls falling apart, and you can see there's definitely like this very light, thin layer of ocean water that has seeped up onto the land, is definitely coating a good portion of the roads and the interiors of some of these buildings. And you guys can see off, sort of in the center of this ruined town, there is this large spire, and Desmith told you that's where the Sahuagin are fortified, and where you would find the well containing the Old One's knowledge. So, what would you guys like to do?
So we're there now at the well?
You're not at the well, you were at the town where the base of those fish people is, and on the bottom, the lowest level of that spire that you guys can see in the distance, you will find the well in there.
Okay, so there was a town on the island, so I wasn't wrong the other time. I'm just kidding.
Yes, there was a town, but you guys weren't aware of the town on this island. There was another island you guys stopped at that there was a town at where Kolvok and Combat were doing fishing at and shit.
Nice hunter. Alright, let's proceed to the town.
Just going straight towards the spire. Do you guys want to stealth? Do you want to scout the area? Definitely. Set up a camp?
I would like to scout, actually, yeah.
You guys gonna split up? Have a separate scouting party? Split up? Go, like, scout two different areas? Kind of pincer maneuver the spire? Or is just, like, one person going out to look around?
Don't I have, like, the highest stealth or something? Hold on a minute. No, I don't have any stealth, sorry. I have survival, this is my highest. Oh, combat's going out. So if combat can scout the area first, Fred and I can set up camp.
Yeah, you guys can totally do that.
Unless anybody else has any other opinions.
Shadow, are you still conscious? Okay. Just making sure. So no objections to Combat going by himself to scout.
What if I went with him, would I be a danger, or... Alright, if everybody's in agreement, I'll go.
Natural 20. All right. So yes. Oh. Ah, I see. That's so a natural 1.
I got natural 20.
Natural 20 on your stealth check? Alrighty. So are you going with him, Boar?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead, roll a d20, add your stealth. You don't have proficiency in stealth, so just add your dexterity modifier of +5.
13.
13. Alrighty. Alright, so you guys. Oh, you're going to Kolbach? I'm just kidding. Alright, so Kolbach and Shadow, you guys stay back to set up a nonchalant camp. You obviously don't want to be noticed by the enemy. Alright. Alright. So, you two stay behind, start setting up camp. Combat and Boar, you guys split off from the group and you start heading into the town, kind of making an arc, I'm assuming, not just going directly to it, just kind of scouting the perimeter defenses, in a sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are headed in towards the town, and because the roads and such are already have the ocean, like the ocean level is starting to come up in this section of the island. The roads and such are pretty sloshed with water, so it's hard to move along the roads and like be absolutely quiet because you're going to be kicking through water no matter what. So you guys have to find these sort of alternate paths along the way, kind of walking along the broken walls and stuff, and finding rubble piles to jump to and whatnot. And as you guys are making through, I would like you both to make a perception check.
I could walk on water, right? So we splash on water.
No, you wouldn't, so there is that.
It doesn't even fucking matter.
He was the guy who got the lower roll anyways.
Sorry, we're doing D20?
Yeah, D20, add your perception. You have proficiency, so it would be 4, and whatever your wisdom modifier is added to the D20.
So 19, and you said +4.
4 for your proficiency,
and
and then your wisdom modifier.
3.
So +7 to your D20 roll, so 26.
Nice.
Alright, so as you guys are kind of going through, you stop at one area. Boar, you notice a group off in the distance, a little bit before combat does. So you two dip into one of the ruined buildings, and as the patrol is coming through towards you guys, and you can see there are 4 of these fishmen. They have just like these very makeshift spears on them, very lightly armored. And there are 4 of them, and as you guys are kind of sitting behind cover in the building, Boar, you kind of lean out from cover, and you have your hand on some of the bricks that are making up the building here, and it comes loose as you're like putting your pressure on it, and the brick comes loose, falls, and splashes into the water just on the other side of the wall. And as that happens, the fishmen take notice to the sound. They haven't seen you right off the bat, but they took notice to the sound, and you hear a couple of them say something in some sort of fishy language, but neither of you speak the language that they are speaking. But they stop, and you hear one of them... it sounds like one of them is approaching the building you guys are at. What would you like to do?
I'd say we have to withdraw if we're trying to scout, not engage.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Combat.
Yeah, I shall really put this time here.
This is Theater of the Mind, so yeah, there is some sort of back way that you guys can go to try to slip out, get out of here, or find some rubble to hide behind here. You guys can make another stealth check if you so desire. If you don't want to just like pop out and shank the dude and get into a fight.
So either a stealth check, or is there a way that we can, like, find a rock and throw it in the opposite direction to distract them?
Yeah, you could attempt that if you wanted to.
What would I have to do that? And does combat agree?
But if you roll natural 1, you're gonna hit.
Yeah.
So yes, there is that potential, is that like when you go to throw the rock, like this dude who's walking up to you is gonna see that rock coming out from there and be like, yeah, sure, I heard it land over there, but I saw it come from there. So there is that potential, but yes, you can attempt to try to
No, I'm
throw.
not. I have a bad feeling though. You want to do it?
But so the thing is, this whole game's a fucking gamble. You still have just about as much risk making a stealth check, trying to back away, just as you do trying to roll to fucking throw a rock in the distance.
Alright, let's go for it. What do I gotta do to do the rock throw?
Alright, it's still gonna be a stealth check, but it's only gonna be one of you making the stealth check. So I want you, Boar, to roll a d20, add +5. If you are successful, then he'll go look at the rock, and then probably a fish will like splash out of the water, and they'll be like, oh, it's just fish, let's keep moving.
Come on, dice, give me something good. 7 + 5, so 12.
12.
That was a natural one.
Alright, so you kind of wiggle some of the broken debris out of the wall and give it a toss. And as you throw the rock and it splashes off to the side, like in an opposite direction of you, you hear the footsteps of whatever was approaching much faster now. It seemed to have noticed the rock go flying out from that direction, and he is approaching. He's not said anything to his friends, so what would you guys like to do?
Do it as a stealth, an extra.
Potentially, you could. You could hold your action at the doorway, entryway, or a little back from it, so that when he came in and was behind cover, you could hit him with a. You could, hold your attack and do a stunning strike to him.
Okay. What do I roll?
I'm gonna have you two roll initiative, and then essentially you're gonna get a surprise round on this guy, and potentially his bunnies.
Just gonna quickly step away for take a pee.
But I need you to roll initiative.
Hold your action roll.
Your me action, as they call it in Cyberpunk. If you're a net runner, at least. I mean, Josh is picking on me. No, not really. Alright. Combat, what did you get on your initiative?
16.
16. Alright, god damn it. So, yeah, we'll just... Damn it. Why do people gotta do this to me? Alright, so, yeah, combat, you step back a little bit from the doorway, hold your action for the fishing man to come through the door, and he does come through the door. He sees the two of you standing there, but he is caught by surprise. Your action is held, so you can go ahead and roll your attacks. 2 attacks because you held your action.
Sorry, I'm back.
Roll initiative for me.
Me?
Yes, D20 plus Dex.
D20 plus... Sorry, D20 plus what?
Dex modifier.
Dex. Alright.
Dix.
Dex.
Add the number of inches your dick is, and that's your initial.
So 1?
Good man, being honest.
Dex modifier. That's 5. So I got 14.
14. Very good. Combat, go ahead, roll your 2 attacks. Kolvok, what do I roll on Stunning Strike? The Monk Stunning Strike? Can you look that up real quick? What do I roll? Is it Constitution? Come here. I'm right here, though.
But honestly, what happened to your mic?
Mine?
No, killed.
Oh. Yeah, it's still a little garbly.
Did you just break it? Because it was fine at first.
Well, he actually just used a new one. He's using my headset and mic now. So he's using a totally different headset than earlier.
Oh. That probably would have stressed me out, but yes, that would have been entertaining.
Alright, so combat, what'd you get for your two strikes? 20 and a 24, both of those are gonna hit. Go ahead, roll damage. Yes. 15. Yeah. What's your wisdom modifier combat? Right. So you, what was the damage altogether? I'm sorry, combat.
15.
All right. You send 2 punches into him. You affirm a hit on his chakra point, and he is stunned there. So Boar, you can take an action now.
Ooh.
Would you like to just stab this dude in the throat and slowly bring him down to the ground?
I have the two, what did they call them again?
Short swords or scimitars? Scimitars.
Scimitars.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can do, is this like a stealth kill I can do?
He is stunned, and so you have advantage on the attack. So you roll 2 d20s and take the higher.
$15.
15 to hit. Yep, that'll do it. Go ahead, roll damage. For the scimitar,
right?
will be a d6 plus 5.
Oh, D6. I should write that down too, I didn't know that. The scimitar attack is is a D6?
Yes.
D6 roll after a D20. Right?
Yeah, so you always make sort of an accuracy check to see if you get a confirmed hit with a d20, and then if you do hit something, you roll damage, which is all that other miscellaneous dice. Basically,
so D20
when in this game, the d20 is your best friend. When you're trying to do something, the d20 is what's going to tell you whether or not you succeed. When it's damage and weird little edge cases, will you use any of the other dices? Die.
Well, I'm sure we'll come across that eventually, no trouble. For now, we'll do the D6. Let's do a page. So the 6 is the regular dice, right?
Yeah, the box.
Yeah. 6.
6 plus your dexterity modifier, which is 5.
5, yeah, so 11.
Yeah, so you slash at this guy's throat, and he just... You can tell that finished him off, so you quickly grab him and just kind of ease him down to the ground. So that one's dead. So, you guys have killed that one in your surprise round. So we're back to the top of initiative. Combat. It is your turn. You guys have dispatched this one that was coming to investigate you guys, but now there's the group that's outside, potentially waiting for their friend to tell them what was there.
So it was one of the four. There's only four, right?
Yes, you guys saw four. That was one of the four.
Can't we just throw it in the water?
Is the water behind the building?
Yeah, like the water has permeated a lot of this former town. Like I would say it's probably like there are varying sections. So like where you guys are now in like this kind of rubbled out house, I would say it's probably about like just below knee deep. But out in the streets, it might be a little deeper. And with this guy is weight like it. Well, no, he doesn't actually. He's not really wearing any armor. He's wearing just like little, like a tunic or like loincloth thingy and some ornamental like fucking big ass shells, like seashells. So there's not much, like, it seems like he's, well, they're fish people, though. I don't know how buoyancy would work in that matter, then. Would they float, or would they, well, fish float when you kill them. So, yeah, he's a floater.
Okay. That sounded like it was a song.
Hey, man, the name of the fucking thing is TTRPGs for Idiots. That's what I am. I'm a fucking dumbass. Do you guys want to dispatch the three dudes who will investigate, or are you just gonna dip out and then potentially the enemy will be aware that there is some sort of threat nearby?
We can't. Corbin, I'm in the middle of something, bud. What, bud? I will buy you your own dice, okay? What? Okay, go ask Mommy. Mommy knows I'm doing my game. What do you buy?
Right. The crippling dice addiction.
Can Combat and I even take on three people by ourselves? Probably not. Well, yeah, Comic can, but okay, if we're gonna engage, maybe I should, before they spot us, climb up the nearest tree.
Well,
see if I can do that.
So it is Combat's turn currently. You will go after him, though. You're all good.
I still took on that damage from the last fight.
Oh, yes. A short rest was not declared quite yet.
So we need to get the fuck out of here. Run like bitches!
Alright, let's put our tail between our legs and get out of here.
Do you guys want to scout some more, or head back to the camp? Head back to camp?
Well, it's still day, right?
Yes, it is still daytime. I'd say
let's back
probably a
out to
little past
camp.
midday.
Let's back to camp and wait till night.
Very good. So you guys have I need you both to make stealth checks for me.
Is this to get back?
Yes.
Okay.
You're still in watery pathways, so there's a potential that as you guys are moving out of this building that these three waiting on their comrade are going to be like, hey, wait, that's two things moving, not one thing moving. That's one more than what we sent over there. So what'd you guys get on your stealth checks? My apologies.
I got 12.
12 and 20? Alright. So you guys start retreating out the back of the building. Boar, you're in just a little bit more of a rush than combat is, so your cloak catches on some of the debris and causes another bit of brick to fall into the water, and you guys can hear two of the scouts begin approaching that building now. So I would like you two to make stealth checks one more time for me.
Combat's like saying, like, why the fuck did I bring you with me?
Sorry.
15.
16.
All right. So the as you guys slowly start to try to just like kind of make your path a little confusing, but also trying to move away, you hear like the two that were approaching seem to shout out. Seems like they probably noticed the body, and now they're telling their friendlies, and that, or the one who stayed behind, and now he's rushing towards, and they're kind of splitting up to try to find you guys, but they've already lost the lead, and you guys make your way back towards camp and arrive to find Combat and Shadow have set up camp. Yeah, what would you guys like to do?
Short rest.
Well,
which is impossible for a drow.
My stealth seemed to have failed, and I just brought nothing but bad luck. When we were trying to scout, I decided to ring the dinner bell.
That's D&D, man. Best laid plans of mice and men.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you guys can take a short rest, roll some hit dice to get some hit points back.
Okay, that's a new one. Roll hit dice, what is that?
So, you being a
healing
ranger, you are a 11th level ranger, so you have 11... You have a pool of 11 D10, which are the top-looking mother truckers, and when you guys take short rests, what you can do is roll any number of hit dice from that pool. So, like, say you have a max of 50 hit points, you've taken 20 damage in the last fight. So, at a short rest, you can roll a hit dice, you roll a d10, I rolled a 1. Let's say my character's constitution is a +3, so I add my 3 to that 1. So 4 hit points is what I restore on the short rest. And you can use up to 11 hit dice, but when you use those dice, you only get half of them back at each long rest. So, like, I healed 4 hit points. Obviously, I'm down 20. I want to take a little more than that. So I roll again. I got a 9 plus 3, 12, 14, 16 hit points. That's fine with me. I use 2 of my 11 hit point, or my hit dice. So I have 9 remaining. So if you guys take a short rest later, you have 9 dice that you can use during that during that short rest. And then when you guys take a long rest, you get half of them back. So right now, you guys are pretty fresh. You've been traveling without much problems. So you, Borg, will have 11 D10 that you can roll from. So you can roll all 11. I don't think you're down that much hit points.
No,
or
the
you can
last
just
one
like
I have written here is 59.
Your max is 59.
No, my max is 75 is when we decide or talk, but I have that crossed out, then I have health at 82, and then I wrote 59, but that was when we were battling. So I think when I put 82, that was when we leveled up that other time.
Yeah, probably your max hit points are at 82 now. And then...
So we battled a while ago, and I wrote 59, so...
If we're gonna be going back at night, should we just do a long rest?
Long rests
Is that
are...
how that work?
Long rests are weird, like... Because... Like, I try to create rules that prevent you guys from just being like, alright, we did one thing in the dungeon, guys. Time to take a long rest so we can do one thing tomorrow and take another long rest. Like, I try to prevent that thought of play that it's like, you gotta take some risks, people. You can't just go into the dungeon, do the first room, and then take a long rest. Like, there are gonna be people patrolling through this place and shit. Like, it's not that easy, but in this case, I will allow for you guys to take a long rest now to go later in the night that you have full resources going into this dungeon. Just know you guys will have to be in the dungeon for like 16 hours before you can take another long rest. Or in the dungeon for 2 hours, and then you get the fuck out of there, and then do something outside the dungeon for another 14 hours. You guys got to be awake for the most part for 16 hours. But in cases like this, where it's like, yeah, we want to do a night job, I'm okay with you guys getting a long rest now, so you can do a stealth night job.
I feel like we take all that many fucking long rests anyway.
It's been a while. I remember at the beginning of the campaign, there were some times where I was just like, you guys only did like one room and you're already trying to do a long rest? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
I get it, you're only level 5, but still. We haven't taken a short rest yet. How are you already making it to the long rest? So yeah, you guys take a long rest. So, with a long rest, you guys are up max hit points. Half of your head die, which doesn't matter because you guys haven't really taken a short rest in 3 weeks. So yeah, everyone's max hit points. Everyone's got their spell slots. Someone roll me a d12, as you guys are, I am assuming, obviously taking shifts through the daytime, going into the night. D12, anybody.
I can do it. D12. Your mic's working again. 5. You.
5. Alright, so.
It's so muffled anymore. It sounds better to me as well. So yeah, you guys split the shift, keeping an eye out on the sleeping ones. Mostly the elves are the best at these long rests because one of them can take like the first 4-hour shift, one of them can take the second 4-hour shift.
Fuck those non-night vision motherfuckers.
Right. Well, you guys are sleeping in the daytime, so that shit doesn't matter anyways. So yeah. No No fish people patrol comes across you guys as you are getting your slumber on, and it gets about not 8, around 9ish. So usually around the time you guys usually go to bed is about the time you wake up and are ready to set off into this dungeon.
So we're heading to the dungeon.
Are you? I mean...
Yeah, well, I thought we were going back to scope the town.
Yeah, so you, is everybody going together then? Everybody going?
Yeah, I think we should go as a group now, just in case we get caught again. But I say we break up
for
into
the
teams.
enemy. No.
Oh wait, no, that's the one rule. I wrote that down. Don't split up the team.
Don't split the party. The first rule of Dungeons and Dragons: don't split the party. Second rule: don't split the party.
All right, no, let's go together.
Yes, exactly. Rules are made to be broken. To me, don't split the
But
party is mostly a
already
joke to
split.
me at this point.
Well, and technically we already split the team up because they went to set up camp and we went by ourselves anyway, so we already broke the rule once. Alright, let's go as a team, and then we'll decide when we get there if there's a scouting party already out there, like we just encountered, and then we can decide what we're doing. Because technically we only saw 4 people scouting, right? So maybe that's the only scout party is 4 of them. But now there's only 3.
You guys got a long rest, so full 8. At least you and Kolvok.
Alright. Yeah, good point. Alright, let's go together then.
Yeah, that seems appropriate. We're at like the 2-hour mark. We'll do a 5-minute break. Hey, dude, friggin' Critical Role does like 15-minute breaks, man. I'm so much cooler than them now. I only need 5 minutes. Booyah.
Yes, buddy. Please have manners, boy.
There's a marker. I want to make a sign that says, be back in 5 minutes. But fuck it. Right. I ain't rich, fish. I ain't rich.
Give me some money now, Will.
Yeah, give me money, and I'll get the technology.
Subscribe and shit, yeah. Hit that like button or something, I don't know. They say it does something.
I hit the like button, but I don't know how to favorite this. Is there a subscribe button? Oh yeah, there it is right there. It says I'm already subscribed. Oh, I get it now.
Everybody loves gambling. Right?
No, I don't like gambling. I suck at it.
Hit that like button.
Well, when did you start back up?
Like February. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Sorry, what did you do? You were doing like scaffolding or roofing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's like the framing part, but yeah, for the roof.
And Zach's back to work too? Like you're both back?
He was.
Uh-oh.
Fucking boss man or something. It was interesting situation. Honestly, we can still use them for like fucking a skeleton crew right now, but. Was Midnight a rocket? No. Combat!
I don't think he's back yet.
I would like a green set with purple. So how much are these homemade ones? How much are these homemade ones?
Which I wouldn't imagine that it's all crazy. Like, it's 6 hours. I just drop the ball in, there was a sick fucking. It's like talking to your morning, like, how I saw it. Right. That's. Black, red, like, mixture. Yeah. Swirling. Oh, shit. The numbers are probably see, what I thought she would have done is, like, carve it, anything like that. I don't know. It's all going to depend on how the walls turn out, too. Right. Yeah. It's all about how the rest of the reacts to like stripping away like chip and going all fuck yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's more of an assumption on my end. Yeah. So smart. I guess like it's like a glazed white layer over it. Yeah. I think that's true. That goes over. Like a clear coat, deal. So, Howard? Yeah. Yeah. The extras will be reading it. I thought I could put the bills and take it, but.
Well,
I don't want to go through with that. Yeah, I don't know.
oh my goodness, where is your mother?
It's not better than it was prior. Today was arguing with musicians friends, so I tried to order a guitar from my boss, and it's like a week went by and nothing happened. It's like all of it. They're like, oh, it should be shipping out today. I was like, alright, cool. And then an hour later, I got an email saying the order was canceled. I said, what the fuck, you So I got like 69 points that are due pretty soon here. They only find shit. Most of the time. It's very nice. I had to go there on Wednesday at like 9 o'clock in the morning to like electricity. So I was at this big roadside sign. The big roadside sign. It was fucking busted. So, yeah, I usually get there at like 10 and I start doing all my shit. Then I called my boss and I was like, yeah, we're coming back later. I'm ordering a fucking sandwich. He's like, alright. Like, on the clock, I just ran the window the street. Got a sandwich, hung out. Because they will do it like a hammer. They're like, what are you doing? It's fucking great. Right. It's very, I see it as long as I did. Hey, they're still all paying tax and stuff, so, but like, you can do, you can't be all fucked up here, like, with syrup and shit, and all this other stuff, so. It was fucking scary for them, though, for sure. But I'm glad that everything was good. Like, we're back to normal. Right, it's like a week, I think we're talking with each other. Because I didn't know what was going on. I fucking done some weekend. I'll quit for a while, and I'll come back. So, like, you know, I can really, smoke a bowl and play the guitar, and then I'll fucking do it. Right now, I'm just so bored because I know if I slow down, the rest of the evening session is pretty much over.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about that. Oh my god. Correct outcome. Okay. Fuck off. There was another one he didn't get to see though, because I ended up buying this oil pen from this dispensary in Vancouver, and it's 500 milligrams for the cartridge, and it's called Purple Kush. So I'm sitting there playing Outriders with our friend Mikey, and I'm puffing on it like it's a cigarette, not realizing that apparently every puff is like 10 to 15 milligrams. Yeah, so that, our friend Mikey's like, dude, Vance, you gotta go to bed. No, I'm fine. Fucking woke up in bed. Where am I? Yeah. It was fucking hilarious. So now I know that you're not supposed to smoke it like a cigarette.
Yeah, that concentrates. That you got to treat that stuff like a brownie. Like, take a bite, see how you're feeling in half an hour. That's everyone's problem. That is everyone's problem. They're just like, why isn't this hitting me? Because it's metabolizing in a different part of your body. That's why it's taking longer, you jackass. You are going to die.
They actually sell this bud rose. It's called a rosebud. It's a gummy that's in the shape of a rose, and it's got petals and everything. It's 800 milligrams for one gummy.
Oh, do that.
Anyways, I guess the break's over. Back to battle.
Alright. So you guys are headed into the town, correct? In the darkness of cover of night.
So we chose not to do any hit dice rolls during break. Obviously.
You guys did a long rest, so you got max hit points back.
So max back at 18.
Alrighty.
Let's do this.
Alright, so you guys are heading into the town. Someone roll me D12 at advantage.
Where's my dice here? Okay.
So yeah, roll 2d12, take the higher.
2 of them?
Yes.
Okay. 12.
That's why we play D&D. No. Yeah, so. Yeah. Yeah, for you guys to kill monsters. Bad? What? No. So. Oh. How are you guys going into this?
Yeah, we're
cautiously,
gonna go stealthily. Yeah, stealth.
Thank you, Colbot.
We gotta scout. We don't want to get caught this time.
So you splitting the party, like some people ahead of the others to scout, keeping everyone together?
We're keeping everybody together until we get close and to just scout the outskirts of the town. And nobody touch trees.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Brad, you're up.
Are you guys staying? So, I will remind this town is much larger than the telepathic bond that Shadow has with it. So the dragon will will have to be given a specific order, which it will then follow autonomously to its discretion. And Shadow can look through it as it does that.
So can't we just send the dragon up, like, way ahead of us as we're moving, so it'll find the scout party making their rounds before they find us?
I mean, you guys could have the dragon going straight ahead in front of you, and then a patrol comes from your guys' right. Like,
You guys smartest if the dragon was ahead and you guys had to die. Shit, guys.
Chump change.
okay, so if you are going to carry Shadow, your stealth checks are going to be at disadvantage trying to carry a person while trying not to make a bunch of noise in knee-deep water. I mean, I guess it's only ankle-deep for you, but still. You're moving water around with your big-ass feet, which are the size of flippers for everybody else. You're muted.
I want my top floor. Like Jesus.
We'll see how advantageous that is when you have to go to the third level, which is submerged.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Alright. So what is the plan then?
We move forward, at least to scout them, save the dragon. I don't know.
That's what I want clarification. You guys are moving forward stealthily? Is the dragon scouting ahead or not?
Leave the dragon. Leave the dragon. Let's just move ahead slowly.
Alright, I would like...
Right? Like we said?
Yes, I would like everyone to make stealth checks. Kolvok, you're not at a disadvantage. You're muted.
16.
How long can you make me fly? How long is myself left? Oh, you need to do yourself. But that helps stealth checks anyway? Not being on the ground?
I suppose advantage?
Or like, I would like to save any further back to where you know when you have the sound of battle and fucking fly in really fast.
Again, there is no guarantee that the enemy will only ever come from your guys' front.
Damn.
Yeah. So, are you two flying or staying level?
What do you mean you two?
Well, I mean, yeah, Shadow could potentially make all four of you fly. I think he has that level of casting, but I think that would be his best spell used for the day, which you might want to save for deeper in the dungeon.
Yeah, let's not waste that. Because we're trying to get to. You said we're trying to get to this dungeon, right? Is that what we're
Yes,
looking for?
you're trying to get to the spire at the center of town. Kolvox mentioned potentially having Shadow make the two of them fly to give them a better advantage on stealth, so as not to fuck the rest of the party, but there's always going to be risks no matter what at some point.
Hey, sit down.
I just want to clarify all points before people make decisions. So, is everyone just staying on ground level? God damn it, dog. Plug that, I guess. Okay. Shadow's trudging through the water. Kolvok and Combat are trudging on the surface of the water. Boar is with Shadow. So yes, stealth checks. Boar, you got a 16. Combat, you got a 20-something. Shadow, what did you get? 15. Kolvok?
I don't know yet. Crap.
I got a bunch of dice here. Is my crunch wrap still on the counter? Did you see while you were in the kitchen? This is a group stealth check, Kolvok.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much right, the average. That's what I was expecting.
Did you get a natural one?
What is it plus?
It's dexterity.
Six.
Okay. So, 3 of the 4 people succeeded. So, you guys are good. If it was 50%, then the enemy would have found out that there's maybe something around the corner, but not definitely. If there was 3 failures, then yeah, they would have been like, oh, yeah, there are enemies, go attack them.
By size,
No, just the successes and shit. So, you guys are sneaking through the waterlogged, ruined village of this once sea elven civilization. And as you guys are making your way through, you notice a patrol ahead of you guys. This time it is 6 fishy men. You see 4 of them are armed with hammers, and 2 of them have spears. You guys take notice of them. They don't seem to take notice of you. Kolvok makes a little bit of noise, but you guys are able to sort of mask it well enough, dip off into a side building, and keep an eye out and see that you guys went off to the side just in time for that patrol to not really notice you. The sound that Kolvok made, they probably just figured we're fishies splashing through the water, so they don't come to investigate where you guys are posted up any further. And you guys, they come close by where you guys are held up, but they are not like directly trying to investigate where you guys are. If you guys would like, you can get a jump on this patrol, or you can simply let it go by.
So if we attack them, is it gonna make, like, stir the hive in a way?
You guys are still a ways away from the spire. You don't see or hear any other patrols in the immediate area, so you figure you're relatively safe to try to take these guys out. But if one of them gets away, that's going to be more intel back to the main base that something is definitely here trying to fuck them up.
I think placing Ryan around gives us a good chance.
Yes, Nico.
Okay, I'm still fairly new in this whole attacking stuff, and I don't want to make the bad call. You pro guys have to kind of jump in here.
Me and Combat would probably want to move over first. And then, that's why I didn't know about that. And then, we'll have the range guys.
Oh,
I mean, I guess we could have them attack first, or whatever. But
no pressure.
Yeah. Me and Combat have to close distance at least smartly, right?
Yeah, you're muted so the other people can't hear you.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, don't, like, I understand discussing your plans with me so I can foil them, but they're the ones who got to agree to it. I'm kidding.
Is there a way we can stealth kill them? Like, you know, like the four of us go behind and at least pick one on each side, stab them to death, then only have two left. Is that a possibility? I don't know.
So, from, like, you guys, you see their patrol. They are in a two-line, like a two-column cell. So there's two lines of three going back, and they're staying tight to each other. Or no, there's a 5-foot gap between the front, like between their front and back, basically. They have a gap between the rows. What the fuck ever.
Is there a way to get... Okay, two of us go to the left, two to the right, and then we each take out the four that are at the back. I don't know, I'm just throwing shit out here.
I mean, you probably got the best idea, like attacking the rear group first in hopes to...
Yeah, like each one of us pick one, and we make sure we go either to the left or the right.
Yeah.
To whatever target we choose.
Probably be preferable.
Yeah, kill them quickly and then only have two left to fight. I don't know. Yes.
You said there were 6 of them?
Yes, there are 6 of them.
How much distance between each group of 2 or whatnot? Or how are they marching?
But if what I'm saying works, it doesn't matter how much far they are apart. Each person goes to their target, so we make sure we're that distance away from our target at the same time to be able to rush them at one time.
Yeah. Oh no, I get what you're saying. I was because D&D kind of plays a little differently. To do it like perfectly tactically, if we do like a 2 of us on one, if depending on that, if that's what the rank and file is they're walking in, we could potentially like knock 2 out. And then make it so the other 4 ahead don't realize. Move forward, knock the middle 2 out, and then so on and so forth. I get what you're saying.
That's going to be a lot more difficult than it is in like Metal Gear Solid, but you can always try.
2-on-1? I mean, isn't that the smartest?
Well, I'm gonna. Every time you guys take one down, like, that's gonna be another group stealth check, which is just another chance for you to be found out.
Yeah. I mean, still
but
better chances than
like, yes, if you guys come up, surprise round, get the first 2, and then are noticed by the other 4, like, you're already in a very advantageous situation. You've taken out 2 of their, like, but don't assume that you can just, okay, we got the back one, move up to the next one. Like, this isn't gonna be like Red Dead Redemption.
That was the idea.
No, I was hoping that we could get them both, all 4 of them, one each, like one-on-one
That
for
won't
4
work.
of
That's
them.
harder to do, right? Like,
Yes, that's gonna be a little more
one
difficult.
of us taking down
Okay,
one
that's what I
target
meant. Like, I
is
thought if we had a stealth roll and we could like, kill one
we
person
can't
with
dish
one.
out enough damage to kill them in one hit.
Oh, okay. So stealth attacks aren't like instant kills. I mean, is what I was getting at. Okay. Then I don't know.
Unless you're a rogue.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
If you guys had a rogue in the party, then yes, he'd be like, yes, let's do this. Let us do this. I will do a lot.
You do that.
I will do a lot of damage to these guys. Please let me. Yes.
And
Especially if you have like an
engage them,
assassin.
We don't have an assassin.
Yeah, no, you don't. You have a monk.
So what if we do a stealth, kill 2 of them, and the 4 of them turn around and spot us? What's the chances of one of them running away right away anyway?
You still get a
You get
round
one
on the
surprise round.
On the 4?
No. Like,
What is it?
when you guys make that initial attack on the rear 2, that would be your surprise round. But then if you guys rolled, like, this has happened to me one time, like,
But it could
I used,
potentially turn into multiple surprise rounds against.
like, yeah, because if you guys get good enough
So that's-
initiative where you guys are at the top, it's, you guys get a free turn of doing things where they don't get to do things, and then we go back into the second round where it's normal initiative, and if you guys are filling up the top slot, then again you guys basically get like 2 rounds of actions before they even get to do one. I lost a zombie beholder because of a surprise round
Couldn't we,
and did nothing with it.
like, since we were at the top, stealth and fucking potentially be the ones ahead not noticing? Is that fair, or... I mean, it's not exactly fair, I guess, but... Feel me? Everyone makes stealth checks, because we're at the top, and then we move to the other 2.
Well, okay, yes, if you guys kill the back 2,
Yeah.
and then your stealth checks are successful, yeah, they'll spend their round continuing along the patrol.
Okay, alright, yeah, I mean, that's...
Like, they'll be like, yep, just going about my day. Like, they will roleplay that everything's fucking normal.
As long as 4 of us can take out the rear 2 before the round starts anew.
Alright, so, you guys are in here.
I don't know. I think we should let it pass by, but this whole conversation made me really nervous.
I'm on the side of doing a surprise round. We fucking like never do those, and they're really advantageous, honestly.
Combat.
I had a zombie beholder killed before I could fucking do anything because of fucking surprise round.
So I got 1 follow my lead and 1 to surprise attack, combat. Help me out here. He gone? Shit.
Make your own goddamn decision.
Well, we kind of shouldn't be making decisions like that without him here, right? This is serious right now? That could end us dead.
I mean,
We could all.
yeah, even those like you guys were already experiencing in the first like part of the night, that like sometimes you guys can't roll above a 10, and it's even though this is supposed to be an easy encounter.
Is there a heavily armored guy amongst them?
No, just
Okay, that also kind of helps.
four hammer wielders and 2 spear wielders.
Leatherish armor, or
No armor on, just decorative fucking shells.
well, that for me then also definitely points towards sneak attack. It'll be easy to hit them. Do we get advantage on a surprise round?
Or you can leave them be.
To attack us later on.
Seeing how combat hasn't answered yet, I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle. I'll be right back.
You sound really muffled, combat. Don't really have fish people, do we?
We might have got one colored one. Or maybe a couple.
Might just use the gnolls. Hyena people is close enough, right?
Didn't we get like 2 colored swimmers?
Sahuagin? I don't think so. I don't see anything.
Isn't that one?
No, that's Kuotoa.
Oh, okay. So what's the difference? Or isn't that a fish person also? Or, oh, is it a fucking toad person?
No, those are technically fish people too. But they're not the right fish people.
You want some illifids?
I mean, they're fishy enough, I suppose.
Or wait, ooh, or how about a swamp monster piece thingy? And maybe a frog? Is that kind of... Sorry. Another frog person? Just for, you know, different... It makes it easier to identify. I got one more frog person if you want. Necessary? Not necessary?
Yes, I need one more troop.
Righty.
So, I will grab the tower. So, the camera more advantageous spot.
Alrighty, where did I put that marker?
Sorry, I'm back.
This shit is right here, Ranger. This shit right here. It's called death.
Hold your breakfast, lunches, dinners, and desserts.
Any applicable meals?
What are you doing, dog? I'm talking.
Alrighty. So, how do you guys want to set yourself up in this building? This is where the patrol is. Nico! Am I assuming the two melee people are going to be standing at the opposite sides of the doorway for now, with the rangers inside?
Smart. Just like probably 5 foot away from us or whatever. Well, 5 foot spacing in between, so they would have.
Since you have the lower stealth, we'll put you on that side.
Yeah. Thinner guy, yeah. And I believe that would be advantageous right there. And then the fucking dragon watching our back, squawking if shit, something comes through the other door or window or whatever.
The roof is like
Nico, what you doing?
looking for shit to get into.
Why do you look like you're fucking trying to get into trouble right now?
He might need to go outside.
He's just outside.
I know. That was happening with me yesterday. I don't know why he was being a shithead. I think it was because he wanted in the room with you, but I don't know.
Settled down pretty quick last night.
Alrighty. So, everyone, I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
Jesus Christ.
Forget.
Don't say your number.
Yeah. Oh shit. Whoa.
25 to 21. We have 22 with Boar.
We're 4x4s, weren't they?
23.
23 on combat. Alrighty.
Oh, 24 or 23 for me. I can't remember my deck, but there's my deck's only 2. That would make it.
So what is it?
What?
Who are you tied with?
I mean, does it matter? They're both probably more nimble and more fast than me.
Well, I mean, it kind of does. Do you go before Boar or do you go after Boar? Uh, 20 to 16. Um, 15 to 11. All right, so at the top is combat. So where you guys are currently positioned, it's hard for you to get behind them, but I won't like waste your guys' surprise round. Like if you guys want to wait for them to like do their full normal move forward and then do your thing, that's fine by me.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, so for those that are watching the stream, you can see the way things are set up. Combat. So again, you guys, not the most advantageous position. There is a chance you might get seen by like the second line as you're making your way out, so you guys can wait another round before springing your attack, or just go for it now.
Can we potentially hold our actions until they pass?
Like, I'm not gonna burn your guys' surprise round.
No, I feel you. Well, can we hold action until...
When you hold action, you can't move.
Ah, right. Yeah, whatever's clever.
Like, this is the positioning when it's back to like sort of the top of the combat round. So do you guys want to attack based on this positioning? Like, when combat comes out, there is a potential that this one can see him coming out of there. Same with like you and potentially the ranged fighters. Do you guys want to attack at this position or wait another round?
How far did they move in one? Ow.
30.
Ow. Yeah, whatever's clever.
I can't tell you guys that. You gotta decide for yourself.
I was muted the whole time. My god.
Oh, shit.
I was saying, let's rip the band-aid off and just do the stealth attack, because that's all what me and Kill are the only voting. Fred's gonna follow where we go. Combat, what you saying? Are we doing it? Let's do the stealth attack. Yeah, let's kill the two and see what happens.
Alright, combat. It is your turn. Do you want to get the closest one or hook around towards the back one? Alright, go ahead. Make a stealth check as you come out from the building. Alright. You come out. It doesn't seem to notice you, neither of the two back ones or the one, the middle line. You swoop around behind the back of the farther target. Go ahead and make your attack roll with advantage. At least on your first strike. 19. Yep, that'll hit.
8 damage.
Alright, you run up, hit him with your first strike, 8 damage as you kind of bring an elbow into what you think might be its fishy temple. It definitely knows you're there now, so you don't have advantage on your next strikes, but you can continue the attack.
Alright.
This isn't Skyrim. He isn't about to take an arrow to the knee and be like, I must have been nothing.
15.
15.
Just a flash.
Yep, that'll hit.
Alright, and 17.
17. Yep, that'll hit. The hammer guys have an armor class of 14.
12 damage.
12 damage total. Alright. He is still alive. Right. Jesus Christ, dog. Wait, that's a milk one, isn't it? No. Okay. Boar, it is your turn. Combat swooped up behind one of the far rear targets, pummeled him a couple times, but he's still standing. What would you like to do?
What's the one beside him doing now? Did he react?
No, he did not.
Technically, trying to eliminate the one that combat went up against would be smart.
The one that combat hit is aware he's being hit, but his buddy is kind of striding along. He did not notice the swift, nimble, water-walking elf just, like, run up and bah! Kick the shit out of him.
Perfect. That's what I was asking, because if the other one turned to attack, I wasn't sure what the scenario is. So if he didn't notice, I want to attack the other guy. Also,
The one that combat hit.
Yeah, from we're not on the screen to the right, to where combat's behind.
Explaining combat economy would probably, or I mean, because it's a rule that the battle, or the D&D fucking person like applies by, right? He knows that eliminating one creature makes it easier to win the whole battle. Yeah.
Yeah, action economy.
Okay. Just explaining that to him would probably be smart.
If typically the greater numbers have the greater advantage of winning.
Yeah.
In this game.
So eliminating one critter.
But that only goes so far because of the action economy. Like, combat can potentially take, like, 2 to 3 creatures on by himself because of how many attacks he can do in a round, where Kolvok can take about 1 to 2 guys in a combat by himself. Shadow is a non-standard variable because he has fucking fireball grenades and shit like that. But, yeah, basically whoever has the more actions typically has the greater advantage. So by killing the dude who's already injured and reducing their numbers, you have the greater chance of winning the battle.
Alright, I guess also before we proceed any further, can we say we talk a battle plan on if a runner happens? I think it could be combat and fucking war would be the ideal choice for pursuit.
Can I kill him from where I am, like not moving, so maybe he won't even notice me?
At your current position, you do not have line of sight, but if you just shift over,
Into the doorway.
Yeah, into the doorway, you'll have a line of sight on the enemy.
And then you can shift back.
And then you can shift back and take cover.
And open up the doorway.
Yeah, I want to do that.
That.
And I want to shoot the guy on the right, or in front of combat.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your attacks.
Does he have any fucking spells he could use?
So it's my D20 attack, right?
I'm not familiar with all the ranger spells. Yeah, D20 plus your plus 11 on the bow.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, so roll double the dice, twice the amount of dice.
We'll roll 2 20s.
No, 2 D8s.
Oh. Yeah, for attack.
It's a critical case. Now they'll notice, huh? Oh, Jesus, that just looks horrible.
See, that's gargantuan. That's fucking, yeah,
4 and
that's
5.
gargantuan. How is that an adult? That's a fucking ancient, you sons of bitches.
Dang. We gotta fight that now?
No. Just showing off my new friend.
Oh.
That's 4x4. That's gargantuan. I don't.
Yeah?
I swear adults are huge. Adults are huge. Which is 3x3. Adult, huge. Maybe, yeah, gargantuan. Fucking, what the fucking
Isn't
guys?
that on the dungeon screen? With the size of,
So, whose turn was it?
Well, I just did my attack. Right?
one of them?
Who are you attacking? The one behind combat.
The one easier to kill.
You roll a
Yeah, the
d20
one-
plus 11. What did you get?
You got a 20.
You got a natural 20. All right. What was the damage then? I'm sorry.
2 and 5, I think?
2 and a 5 plus his
Plus 5,
7 or
so
5? Yeah.
12.
Oh. Is that good or bad?
Your first arrow sinks into the guy, and he's still standing though.
Dang.
So you can make your second arrow strike on him to finish him off potentially.
Ten. Plus 11, so it's 21.
Yes, that'll hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
3.
3 is what you got on the dice.
Yeah, that's plus 5, right?
Yes.
8.
All right, you send your second arrow, hits him in the back of the neck, right at the medulla oblongata, and takes him out. All right, Kolvak, your turn.
So, if I step out, I gotta make a stealth check.
Yes.
That would have been good to know.
So these two got killed, and the other ones never even noticed. They just kept walking away.
Oh, make a stealth check for me, Bor. Oh, that one would now know. An arrow just streaked by his face to kill his
I
friendly.
just got a natural 20 again. Oh yeah.
So the front two lines still have not noticed what's going on in the back, but the one you had to shoot an arrow past to kill the one that combat was attacking definitely noticed an arrow go by his face and is
That's
now
what I was
like
assuming.
readying his weapon to attack. So he like looks over towards that house, but all he sees is darkness inside of there, so he's a little confused on what he saw, but he does sort of notice the elf standing behind him. So yes, Kolvak, is your turn.
And same fucking. I'll have to make a stealth check if I
Yes.
step out.
Even if you attack from range, you still gotta make
I mean,
stealth
yeah,
check.
obviously. I'm just would have been, yeah, better if we let him go by for me. Potentially the javelin can fucking hit a lot of them though, right? If, I will fucking hold my action until Shadow has completed his. We're probably just gonna have to alert them all.
You're stuck there in the doorway, though.
I can't. I mean, okay. Well then,
you can hold your action, but you'll be stuck there at the doorway.
I can't shoot from that position, the javelin in line.
You can do that, yes.
Okay. That is what I will do. I will wait for Shadow to make his move before. Well, shit, he could just drop a fucking fireball, and then I fucking drop a lightning. Huh.
From where you're standing, because of the wall, you'd only really be able to get that one.
Isn't it like 10 foot on each side?
I'm pretty sure it's a 5-foot line.
Yeah. Could be right. If I don't block in, that's
And I will tell you, Kolvok, that even if you guys had waited one more round for them to go by, you coming out of that building would still have to make a stealth check. Because you're running up and killing a guy. Like, it took several strikes for combat to take out that first dude, and then the ranger had to finish him off. So honestly, that dude was probably like, being like,
Yeah, isn't the stealth check honestly like useless? I mean, that's, if you don't kill the guy, you're fucking found out anyway.
At this moment, the front two lines don't know yet.
Yeah,
still.
Yeah. Nico, stop.
Yeah, I know.
Piece of plastic.
You got it. He's falling. Don't give it back to him, he's just gonna make more pieces.
Well, I mean, as long as he's kept away from the cap. You bitch. Cap and the fucking other thing that attaches to it, that's
Alright,
pretty much all he
so, Kolvok, what would you like to do?
I don't know. Fucking not ruin things for everybody. I'll step out and fucking attempt to hit them all with a javelin.
Do you want to attempt stealth?
I mean, is it necessary? I'm going to try to hit all of them.
I mean, the lightning bolt is probably gonna fuck it up, so.
Planning on hitting the front guy, pretty much in sighting combat for all of us. So, I guess no.
Huh?
No, I don't see any reason for it unless.
Yeah. So, is it a 5-foot line? Five foot.
What?
5 foot wide.
Well, alright. What do I? What they got? I'll make my dex check or whatever it's at.
You make an attack roll on one of them. Any who are in the line of that attack roll make a dex save. So, you stepping out, you can hit like the front line one that's in the corner of the L, and then you can hit the second line, the one at the tip of the L, and you can get both of those.
Whatever hits more.
You can only get 2, no matter what.
Dex save again?
It's the dex save is for the magic item that Kill is using.
So it's to use magic item.
It's effects that are sudden, like stepping into a trap hole, a fireball igniting, a bolt of lightning striking from the heavens, someone trying to take control of your mind. That's when a saving throw comes into play.
Oh, you said dex save. That's the
Yes,
same
the
thing.
enemies potentially have to make a dex save. So yeah, make an attack roll at the front one Kill. Okay. So the one that gets caught in the line will take half damage on the 4d6 lightning.
Four?
4d6 lightning.
Oh, wow.
Alright, keep those 4. So what was your total on that? 7? So 7, rounded up to 8, so 4 damage on the guy caught in the line. So, roll 4 more d6 and add it to the 7. And then roll double javelin physical damage dice.
Got 18.
18 on the lightning,
Oh, yeah. Altogether, yeah.
and then the physical damage, double the javelin and strength. For the javelin, yeah, I think so. So yeah, 2d8 plus strength mod.
What's that? What, sorry?
Strength mod. Alright, so you toss the bolt, the javelin, and
Screw Shadow, correct?
what?
That doesn't screw Shadow, he still gets his surprise, right? Right?
Yes.
Yes, alright. Yes.
So you throw the javelin, it turns into lightning as it leaves your fingertips. It streaks through the first one, but he kind of seems to notice the change in ozone in the air, turns, sees the lightning bolt coming at him, just barely dodges out of the way, but gets slightly injured. by it, but then it hits into the back of the one of the front ones, sticks right into his spine. As the electricity courses through his body, he falls down a smoking heap that begins to float there in the water level. So now it would be Shadow's turn.
Always one javelin?
Oh, right, another javelin.
I guess if I can reach the farthest one with 40, I'll just kind of go block him off. But I might get a few opportunity attacks, right?
You can move through here, but it's difficult terrain.
Oh. Or did he kill the front one? Is that what
Yes, the front one died.
Fuck, well, that's still like... So... How much have I moved right there? 5?
5, 10.
30... 35? 1, 2 opportunity attacks. Yeah. I'll go right through the middle of them and take I assume that would be a 40 to make it all the way to that end one.
15, 20, 30,
25.
35, 40.
Oh. Or what if I did a diagonal past that one? For my, you know, with your rule or whatever, yeah. Okay. And 2 opportunity attacks then. But raging, if that's, could I after throwing the thingy, right? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, if you still have a bonus.
Okay. Yeah.
One's gonna hit. 9 points of damage. That one will probably get 2. 7 points of damage.
9 on the first. 5, 4, 9. Or, oh, right, yeah. Fucking health is fresh. Oh.
Are you trying to make a melee attack on that guy?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Oh, because that's like... Because now that I'm thinking about it, the draw action thing, you already technically used your draw action
fair
to
enough.
draw
Grappling?
the... I suppose you could try.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, make an athletics check. Uh, 11. Jesus, dog. Yeah, you got him.
Okay.
Alright, so now it is Shadow's turn. Ow! 15 to get to the doorway, where you have a clear line of sight on everything.
I guess, could I have turned? Well, I mean, if you were fireball, can he avoid combat? If he hits me, I don't care. You know, this was good fun. Was it 25 by 25?
He can probably not hit combat at expense of hitting himself.
Oh, nice. What about air bursts? Is that...
That shit gets really, really, really finicky,
It's like a spear at
and
that point, right?
yes, And I don't want to have to deal with that shit. Shadow? Are you conscious?
Yeah.
It is your turn. 2 enemies have been eliminated, one in the rear line, one in the front line. Kolvak has grappled the second in the front line. What would you like to do?
Not a horrible ambush.
So how many is left that
So Kolvak is engaged, has 2 within 5 feet of him. Combat has 1 within 5 feet of him, and then there is 1 who is not engaged with anybody.
How wounded? I hit 2 of them.
You've hit 1 of them.
Yeah.
You've only hit 1 of them with the lightning javelin. He only got nicked by that lightning bolt, so he's still looking pretty fresh. And that is the one that is not engaged currently who got hit by the lightning bolt.
I feel like it's the one instance where a fucking fireball would be hella useful. Except, are those things noticeable?
I mean, actually, now that I think about it, if he dropped that fireball right on you, he would avoid probably himself and combat. And hit everything else. No, they're not. You would think that fish people would have a fucking resistance to that, but whatever.
This ain't no Pokemon, goddammit. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's true. Dragons are a perfect example of that. So yeah, Shadow, what would you like to do?
I'm here.
What's up? What'd you say, Combat? Or Shadow? Where's Boar?
Will Boar get hit if I do this fireball?
No, he would not.
He's behind you.
You could, if you drop the fireball like on Kolvak or a little bit behind Kolvak, you would just hit Kolvak in terms of friendlies.
I'm probably like turned around and fucking fish.
Dropping fireball?
Yeah, I'm going to tell Kolvak to catch.
Alright.
I'm gonna turn around and put the fish man in the way, and then tell him, whisper in his ear, catch.
Alright, so...
Is it ear bolt? Maybe.
He's not restrained, so I don't think he actually has disadvantage.
But he's not going anywhere. Just makes it that easy, much easier to get a straggler if one decides to run.
Speed becomes 0.
My house, the furthest straggler. And maybe we question it. Nah, fuck that. We don't question it.
Okay, yeah, no disadvantage. It's just a normal straight roll. Alright, so one in Kolvak's grasp. He will succeed and take half damage. One behind Kolvak. He will fail and take full damage. The one not engaged will fail and take full damage. And the one next to combat will pass and take half damage. So, go ahead, roll damage, combat or Shadow.
This would technically be a trap or spell I could see, yeah? If I get, like...
Yes, advantage.
Yay! He is totally meant to be just... hit by it. Oh, man. Mm-hmm. That's what I wanted anyway. I wanted all of it. Dex savings, bro?
Yes.
9
plus 8, 17.
Oh, hell no, yeah.
So yeah, what'd you get on that damage, combat or Shadow?
I'll roll it.
Can you power it up with the levels? Right?
Yes, he can, but I don't think he's going to.
It's already like pretty fucking strong. What is it? 66?
8.
Dang.
It's because it's fire. A lot of things are immune or resistant to fire.
Not even undying like that shit.
Trolls.
It stops me.
32?
32. Alright. So, that guy who's grappled, surprisingly, made his save. So, he takes half, which is 16. Still alive in Kolvok's grasp. So that guy, he takes full damage and is sundered to ash. That guy did not save 32 and is sundered to ash. That guy in the back made his save. Boom, he's dead. Boom, he's dead. Boom, he's dead. That dude made a save. He's fresh, so he takes 16 damage. Oh, right, that guy's dead too. So down to 2 targets. And that is a surprise round for you, buddies. So now we're back to the top with combat.
Finish him.
Yeah, I'll attack. Yeah, one of them for Joe.
Kolvok's engaged with one of them, so you can probably
Honestly, have a prisoner. I'm not sure how I feel about that for it because we got shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'll just attack the one 3 times.
Yeah, go ahead and make your attack roll.
I mean, if anybody attacks the thing on my arms, I don't care.
Yep, that'll hit.
Totally.
15.
Yep, that'll hit.
Don't even care.
19.
Yep, that'll hit.
But we can't even speak your language, right? Technically, as far as we know.
30.
30 damage all told. Yeah, you come up on that one after the flames clear. You kick him in the side of the face. He does a full 360 on his heel. Then you hit him on the other side of the face with another kick. He does another full 360 on his heels, and as he's just standing there dazed, you then throw a megaton punch right into his gut, and he just goes flying back dead into the rubble. Alrighty. So, Boar, it is now your turn. I would assume that Shadow would probably step out of the way of the doorway so that Friendly could have clear line of shot. And also
So
have
it's
cover.
3 down, right?
No, it is 5 down.
5 down.
One left in my.
One left in Kolvok's grasp, which you guys can potentially try to take as a prisoner or myrtleize. You guys,
I hate to say it, man.
with this one dude, I'm gonna say we can drop out of initiative. Like, it honestly doesn't matter. Do you want to take this guy as a prisoner, try to interrogate, or just myrtleize?
I know we suck at interrogation. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you have tongues, Shadow?
What?
Tongues?
No spell?
The spell tongues?
No.
Okay.
So we might as well get rid of him.
So yeah, do you want to try to question it or just fucking finish it?
Yeah, well, might as well finish him and move on.
Alright, so you myrtleize it. Kolvok just puts his sword to its throat and gives it a Italian tie, or what the fuck ever that shit's called.
I drown it in air.
You guys actually can do that. These things are amphibious. Alright, so you guys killed the scouting party and begin to continue your way towards the spire to see what lies in wait for you. Will the party make it down to the 3rd level where they will find the old ones? Well, find out next time on Dungeons & Dragons. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you had a good time. If you didn't, I don't give a shit. As always, thank you for... Yep. Good night.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. I'll be down.
Started it off.
No, I have not. That's right. Yeah. I'll probably have to do that. Oh, right. My controller is dead. It's fucking dead. I killed it. I murderized it like that fucking scouting party.
That could be a fun part right there.
Yeah. For sure.